Hello, everyone. I welcome you to the session 5 and the final of the series titled Rebound with Resilience. This one is titled A Perspective and a Plan. This is episode 5, and in this, I shall share with you how together me and Michelle were able to find not just a feasible solution to her problem, but also a plan with clarity and direction basis on which today Michelle has not only got into a position where she is in fact leading a global team, she is a very different Michelle from what she has been when she had lost out on her promotion. Just a quick recap before I share with you how we were able to work through and get her the plan. If you remember in our first episode, when we diagnosed, we found Michelle who has just missed out on her promotion. And of all the narratives and the tools that I shared with her, the assignments that Michelle did in between the coaching calls, one thing that stood out along with her annoyance and irritation was her constant belief that she has worked so hard. And when I had probed on that, we found that, which we already discussed in our first episode, how Michelle has neglected her family for work, how she has worked around the clock, but regardless of her effort, the time that she has given to the project, the successful launches she has had, the human resources department during the appraisals, or if you remember the very first episode, the meeting that she came out with, which gave her or broke the news of that for the second consecutive year she was not promoted. And this was all besides all the good reviews she kept on hearing from HR, her supervisor, her colleagues. And she couldn't really make out what was really going wrong because she couldn't read between the lines. There were many signs, but she was not really able to understand any of those. And since in corporate we work on a professional basis, feedbacks are only to the extent of you know using a language and the role that one has been in, very technical and confined to a project, and sharing data for just a person to let them know what worked and what didn't work. There are many other things that are at interplay, and in case of Michelle, her annoyance and her irritation, the deep down hurt that she felt, was on one fixated belief she had that she had been giving a lot of time to this particular project. And on my probing, I kind of realized that she need a perspective here. So this was her complaint that she's out of the 24 hours one has, her majority of time, her priority was her project. But despite of that, she failed. She was experiencing a setback. So the perspective I gave her were through the help of these three tools. Well, there are several of such tools which one would get to experience and work on when you sign up with a coaching assignment with me. This and the details of this I cannot share here because these are very confidential, very uh, something very important for our client. So what I could share with you is the title, which is these were the three ones which I find out basis on the conversations and the analysis that I was getting in while working with Michelle on our coaching assignment, which went on for 2 months. And we had a weekly call and she had assignments in between. So these were the three tools I used with her. One was the job satisfaction wheel, what work means to you. This is a tool that not only add a perspective, but helps a person going through a setback understand and get a broader picture of not just today, but even of the future plan, because these tools are crucial for Michelle to create her plan. And job satisfaction wheel, the very intent of this tool also is to help the person understand that how they feel they derive satisfaction out of what they do. Like in case of Michelle, where she kept repeating she's working 24 by 7 for this project, she's giving so much, so much. This wheel gave her a very in-depth analysis of what really the job required, what she was giving. And finally, the core values at work. Values are things which are important to us, which matter to us the most. And there are some core values we all carry at work. It varies from person to person, and there is a technique through which we can learn what are our core values. This is the most key aspect that can help us not only make decisions about what we are doing right now at the moment, but also enhance our leadership abilities tenfold. Unless one knows their values, it's very difficult for us to stay stuck, or I'm sorry, it's very difficult for us to find clarity. Rather, we stay stuck in the way Michelle was, despite her 13 plus years of experience, being because these values are like our subconscious mind. We are actually operating out of that, but unless we know that, we make the subconscious conscious. We get a clear picture, we bring that to the surface. We just do not know what's going wrong and where. So we live in this constant flux of confusion and not really knowing uh, where to put our finger on. And we start blaming the system, our own self, the timings, our luck, or our colleagues, or our organization, or the project, or whatever. I mean, there are multiple things to blame. So, in case of Michelle, along with the self compassion that I just covered with you in the past four episodes, this one, when gave her a perspective, was a combination of these three key, very important tools. I'm not sharing her results here, obviously, because that's confidential. But if in case you would like to probe deeper, just like Michelle, invest in your career progression or build that resiliency so that if you're currently going through a setback and you just do not know what's really is wrong and where, these tools, and there are plenty more like these, will help you get back on track, not let your career derail, rather put you on a fast track career progression. So through this, Michelle got her perspective. What we really found was, while she thought it's this work life balance, there were two very interesting insights she learned from those tools, which again, on confidentiality basis, I cannot share here. But work life balance, as initially we thought when she kept saying, I gave so much time to this, neglecting my personal life, the tools has that power to take you in an inward journey. And maybe on the surface of it, it looked like a work life balance, but eventually it ended up with two very interesting insights that were the most important thing for Michelle to learn, to know, and to practice. And this is through which these tools really helped her. And this is how Michelle was able to rebound with resilience, creating a plan with clarity and direction. So, friends, as we come to the end of this series, I just would like to invite you, if like Michelle, if you've been through the in a sequence all these episodes and somewhere your story resonates that of Michelle, or maybe you have something more to add, Here are my coordinates. I read all my emails. Connect with me. I also have a free consultation call option. I'll share the link in the description box. Connect with me. Let's get on a call and I can help you move ahead with clarity and direction. And I look forward to that. I hope with this session, you now are able to carry back with you the way Michelle did, and she's quite successful in her life today. The same success and adding the same perspective in her life with the help of these tools. You would also do the same along with joining me on a coaching journey that I call the journey of self. So I look forward to meet you soon in a call. Till then, take care. And if you need more information, you want to learn more, I would urge you to visit our website. That should provide you with all the resources and other important links that would help you make the best decision. That's all for today. Thank you.